Hey everybody, Steven here, playing Subnautica Below Zero and looking at some updates that the dev team added today. Really cool one is they've put a little bit more work into the intro here. So the planets specifically at the intro, and then when the dropship crashes, it actually has kind of the snow around it where it was like floating above it. So now that trench you kind of essentially dig up as it crashes, it actually fits the dropship now, where before, like I said, it was just floating above. So let's look at that. We have some tweaks to the purple vents biome, and then I'm going to talk about one other thing with this.
You sure you want to go through the storm? You crash, we can't come back for you.
I love the change of how close everything is now, the field of view. We have the flashing of the lights. I didn't notice that actually. You have that. And so now you can see the planets look more high res. We still need a tweak to this because right now you just kind of keep going, but huge improvement for the intro there. Looks way better.
46 feet. Surface temperatures.
And so once we actually crash land, I've covered this in another video, but we have flames inside of the dropship here that you'll see, not just the sparks, which I like. And then they've added the sound of the explosion. But as you can see, there's snow in front of the windshield right there right now. It's not just open. And there we go. And the planet there will disappear. And gone. So they still need to tweak that. But as you can see, you've like crash landed, right? It's not just a flat area. I think they'll add more, so what we'll see is like huge snow chunks on the outside here. This will just be like the general shape. Let's see if this thing will actually explode for us too. There it goes. And it looks like they're going to be adding some more to this as well, because you can see this here, which is like their prefab look. Alright, so let's go fog, weather, free cam. Okay. So the changes to the purple vents biome here. So they've tweaked this area. They've blended it a little bit more. They haven't added much to it outside of that, just for this portion. And then we get that blending into the purple vents biome. And then with this, it seems like overall the textures have actually been improved just for the whole game, and I don't know, maybe it's been in there. I know they've been doing that quite a bit lately, but it seems like just today I've noticed a lot more of just quality textures in this. And with this, especially these barnacles here. Now, part of me wants to say that that's actually new. The other part of me is like, I think that may have been, or at least a portion of that was already in game, and maybe it is just that increase in the texture quality here. What they have added though is, you see these rocks on the actual wall where it was flat before, and now it's got some like thickness to it that actually looks like rocks. It's not just flat. That is for sure new. But I love the look of the barnacles on there. Let's bring the fog back in. There we go. So that's been changed. So this is the old texture and what it looked like before. And then we have the blending of that into, and I remember it having the brown tones and things like that, but the barnacles and the brown grooves and everything look new to me. They've also changed, so the purple vents themselves, they actually have like these specific ones here. It's like a disc around it almost that has grooves in it. They're not on every single one, but you'll see them a lot around right now. And then these remind me of like termite mounds, but I mean they're just vents, right? These right here have been in game. What they've done though is we have like new variations, it seems like. We have different sizes for the purple vents now. It just seems like overall they've just improved a lot of stuff with this. But the different shapes and sizes of these guys here, we can see this one. So they're not all uniform. So that, like I said, that may have been in game for a little bit. I just haven't noticed. But with the post today about the tweaking and everything, I've spent a little bit more time over here and just found a lot more stuff. Especially these big ones right here. I think that looks really, really cool. So we have that. And then I'm going to take the water volume back off again. Okay. So the next thing, and this is areas like this where you can really see it where the water volume's off, but that was not in game. And then like that too, same thing. It actually is partially on the wall. It all blends together very, very well now. And I think the dev team does awesome on that always. Did you just kick him out of the water? All right. Second thing I noticed is this over here. So when I first started playing and they actually added in the purple vents biome, this had like a wall right here. So you're kind of like inside that area. Since then, they've slowly kind of chipped away at that, and then it was kind of like pillars almost. They had grooves that you could go through, and now it's just completely gone. And then it blends down. So they've removed that, and instead we get these huge little vent deals here. Like I said, I'm just going to call them like termite mounds because that's what they look like. They look really, really cool. What would also be cool though here is you could almost put the rock punchers on this. So certain crabs and crustaceans, I know in like certain areas of the ocean, you'll actually have these vents where just heat and gas and everything is escaping through the earth. And you'll have them crawling on it because they get minerals from it. But I love the barnacles on there. And this especially is where you can see like, oh, there's been a huge upgrade to the textures on that. So the other thing that I've noticed, so they've had the grass in, and now it's really just the accumulation of all these different things. They've had the grass in, and then we got like to me it looks almost like gel. I know it's not gel, but it's the ground and the difference in the color. But we have this, that's been in the game. But now we have like that, and then you have like the red and areas right here. Just all the little things that are around it now have been improved, which makes for just a cooler biome. So this looks way, way better now. Let's go back to day. Jeez. They're all going after each other right now. So we have that. Looking really good. Like I said, this blending of this biome into this one has changed a lot, and now it had another change. So it looks really, really good. And then same thing, a little bit more work over here. Got another one of those big termite mounds. And let's see if that floats in. There you go. So the texture underneath I've seen before, and then it pops in, and now we have like whatever that is, the green stuff right there. Most likely collection of minerals, perhaps. But it looks really, really good. So the biome making more and more improvements. It's weird because I just keep in my mind like going back to like a year ago, and this looked nothing like this. Same thing, we're seeing the collection of those rocks on the wall now. Because I remember it really just looking kind of like this on everything. And then you had the pool areas with lithium and things like that in it. Yeah, but it didn't have the grass in it, all the other textures. It was pretty flat and plain. Let's bring water volume back up here. So yeah, it's looking really, really good. Next thing, I'll take this off for just a second. They have removed all of the textures from the first game that were still in code with this. So you could spawn certain creatures and things like that in game. That should all be eliminated. The one thing that I was curious about though was the warper, because at least with the previous story, it was kind of like the warpers were going to come back in game. So now if you spawn a warper, check this out. The textures are gone. So right now it is just plain. So I think they're going to update the textures for this and work on that. because I still think it'll be in game. Because right now, I mean, they list specific things that have been removed. Bone shark should be. Nope, it's still there. So never mind. Maybe it is just all the textures are gone. Let's see. Spawn sea dragon. Nope. Sea moth. Oh, and they fixed that. So no more sea moth. It looks weird without textures though. But I'm pretty sure because of them messing with the Kara sample that these warpers are going to be back. But we'll see. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. I think they'll be back, but who knows? They're changing so much at this point. But yeah, so they've removed a lot of those textures. Like I said, on the Subnautica Changes Twitter account, they actually listed a lot of the things that they've been pulling out. Like the rocket, the Neptune rocket platform, I think has been pulled out. There's a bunch of different things. There's also been something that they've added that maybe you guys could help me find it. It's the Odin Inspector. I have no idea what that is. I can't spawn it. There's not a go-to command, nothing. So we'll see with that. If you guys find it, let me know where it is or what it is. Other than that, I haven't found anything in game right now. There's been a lot of bug fixes. So we still have them fixing bugs with the sea truck and everything like that, which is why, I mean, it's really important that everybody does list any of the bugs so we can get them fixed if there's enough people talking about it. I know it is a small team, so sometimes maybe it's a small problem, so they got a bunch of other stuff and they never come back to it. But the more we talk about it, hopefully all these things can get fixed, because they've been working really hard on the bugs right now. Still haven't seen the implementation of the purple bulbs yet, these guys here. But I still think they look really, really cool. So that's really it for this video, everybody. Still seeing the movement out of these guys too. I don't know if you guys can see that. There it is. I don't think I've showed that before, or those ones move. Only these ones. Yeah. But that is it for this video, everybody. If you liked the video, hit the like button for me. If you want to continue to follow along with all of my content, hit the subscribe button for me. Thanks so much for watching.